Run it, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs.
Hi and welcome back to The Conscious Day Trader. I hope everyone's doing well. Today's quite a special one. We're looking at Darwinex. Everyone is talking about it. It's the new kid in the block. Everyone is starting to see how slow growth can actually become something that can bring you financial freedom, and everyone is jumping on it with interest. We've got DarwinexZero, then we've got the Darwinex Live, all these things that we don't know what they're about. You're going to find out today on why it's important and why you should be at least giving it a go and see how you can build your track record, which can potentially attract investors through Darwinia, which is something that we're going to break down, and all the good stuff. Stick till the end because I'm going to give some tips about how you can scale up your positions in Darwinex. I am now a funded Darwinex trader with 25,000 for the next 3 months, and this month I'm currently sitting on 25 to 30,000 allocation for January. So let's jump in. We're going to jump onto the website and see why we should do this and what is all the fuss about Darwinex. Let's go. Okay, so here we are. They're on the Darwinex.com site. You can see that this is a live account, and you do have DarwinexZero, which is a demo account, and you pay a monthly fee to be on that, and they track your what is called a Darwinia or a Darwin index, which is basically tracking your performance like it would be an index, and that way they can analyze your performance, see if you're good, and where do you rank in the top 4,832 traders that were in January. I believe we finished about 300 or something like that, and we got an allocation of 25,000. This month we're in the top 5% of traders, 95 percentile. The best I was 199, I believe. We're just going to check that quickly. So there we go. That was the best I've ever done, is the 191 performance. That was giving me 30,000. Hopefully we can keep that up until the end of the month. As you can see now, I've got a live trade going on, so that has, because of a little bit of drawdown, that's pushed me down to the 241, but we are doing really well. This is great. If we jump on Darwinex, first of all, we want to open an account. So when you go to the home page, you will be able to see if you want to open a live account, or you go to a different site to do DarwinexZero. And I'm going to do that on another video. Today, we're going to focus on the Darwinex Live. So you can go and put $1,000 into opening one of the Darwinex accounts. And as you can see here, this is the funded account. It starts tracking your performance, and you get a record. You get like a number 109, and people actually visit your Darwinia because you're listed in the top 95 percentile of this Darwin Silver, and we're going to go into detail what that is all about. But we can see since I've started this and they started tracking it, we can see a 9.3536 now percentage. So it's tracking that live. We can see 9.36 percentage. Since the inception of the account, 3.49 as of drawdown. And that's great. We can see that our Darwinia allocation is 25,000 based on the performance, and it tracks this like an index. It's like seeing a trading sheet. We can see here we had a bit of a dip there, but pushed up with some profit, and then another dip there with pushed up with another profit. And you can see that as a line chart, or you can also see it as when we started the creation of Darwinia. We can see we started here with 0. When they started, we already made 3%, but from here till here we've made 9.39%. So we're performing really well, and you can see that is tracking our position now in 241 with the live account. Now when you get your Darwinia, before you get your Darwinia, you need to do some trades. So I think it's about 30 trades, and after that they will say, hey, you've reached the time limit, and now we're going to give you an index. And when you go on an index, you can click on this tab here in Darwinia, and you can see that you're going to be listed out of 4,832 traders. So if I start typing in TCD, that will give the Conscious Day Trader. I can see my allocation. I can see how much allocation I had in the past. I've only done it for a month, so that will show my December performance, and we're currently in 25,000 in January. That means that every month I'll be able to compound this and increase my size and hopefully get into the maximum, which was 347,000, I think, for silver. Or then after a while, you start going to the bigger levels, which is Darwin Gold. And Darwin Gold, you can see the numbers get a little bit bigger. And we can see that in only the top 50 people are able to make allocation on Darwin Gold. So that's quite interesting. You can see here the allocations is only 151 people that have made it into gold. So this is the creme de la creme, as they say. As you get in the top levels of Darwinex Silver, then you start building up and getting into bigger numbers. Biggest allocation we can see here, 375,000 from PXRN. And I can click on this and I can see what he's all about. Why is he performing so well? What's his risk? I can see here he's returned since inception 17.51%. And we can see his growth here. We can see it as a candlesticks. We can see he had a big 5.73% there in December. So that pushed him up. And then a few losses, a few ups and downs. And now he's on a big trend upwards again. So that's quite interesting. He's the first place in silver. His return is 3.2. And this is great. You can go and see, and he's also by zero as well. So he started with the demo. He started with the zero, which is the different Darwinex website. But we can see that either way, either from a live account, if you don't want to pay each month $35 or whatever it is, you can put $1,000. I've already returned $525 in my profit. That's my own money from trading this account. But also, I've been invested the extra 25,000, which is already in 543 profit. So Darwinex are making money out of me, and I'm going to make 15% of that. The good news is that as my account builds up, then I'm going to be getting to bigger and bigger numbers. So if we go on to mine, we can see now I've closed the trade. So we've got 8.99. That will update in the next 56 minutes, and that will give us a realistic position of where we are in this allocation. So if I go to calculated rating, this is an amazing tool, because what we can see currently with what's happening in January, I can go and see what I required to do to make $30,000, $40,000 or $50,000. So I'm currently on 210% return. So and it's actually more because it's going to update in the next hour. But let's say I'm currently on 275, I believe. So let's say I am currently on 2.5. That will put me in a calculated rating of 82.44. Now that would give me 30,000. So then what I can do, I can start calculating and say, right, I'm already making 25,000. Is it worth me trying to make more percentage on the month and try to get the 30K? For an extra, let's say 0.2 or 0.3 percentage on that month? Or do I just sit with what I have? I've had above 2% on this month, trade my other accounts, and I get my allocation of 25,000. The other option is I can see how far I need to go in terms of percentage return to see how much it is to make 40,000. As we can see, if I go to 3% in the month, 3.12, that would give me a calculated rating on 84.3A. I would be in the top 123 traders, and that would give me a 40,000 allocation. I would argue that that is possible considering we're on the 17th of January. Let's say I have an amazing day, and now my percentage has gone to 4. If I go into the 4%, then I'm getting to 60,000. You can see how just a few percentages, if I did the same thing that I did in the first half of the month, so 2%, doubled that, I'll be getting 60,000 for the next 3 months. So that's great. I have 60,000 for the next 3 months and 25,000 for the next 2 months. Well, actually it's 3 months now. So every time you're compounding your account and making it bigger. But look, if I get into the 4.4% return this month, I will be in the top of 61 traders in Darwinia. That is a very small sample of people, and we're only getting 60,000. But something happens as you get on bigger percentages. And we can see that if we increase that to 5 or 6%, 6.3%, suddenly it's jumping to 85,000. Now, if we had an enormous month and we're in the top 4 traders, we are getting allocations of 220,000. My allocation on the Fivers is 250,000, and I normally return around 5% a month. And I normally do some good months. I have some 8%ers, some 9%ers. So if I do this once or twice, then I'll be getting 220 plus my 60. I'll be getting close to the top side of that 300,000. It sounds ridiculous and hard to be in the top 4 of 4,832 traders, but I tell you, it's not hard. Look, I've only returned 2%, 2.10%, and I'm already in 241st position. And in the next 52 minutes, when this is going to update, I'm going to be even closer to the top side of the 100, because I know I've made a certain percentage a day. So as we're building up towards 4, it gets more and more exciting. What else can we see on here? We can see, obviously, so there you have it. Also, we have other tabs, right? We can go into the investors, so we can see investor behavior, capital under management. So we can see that we've made $543. That's 86%. Now, I've just realized that someone else has invested in this. $500. That's quite scary. I wouldn't invest in me for now, as I'm not yet into gold and I'm not yet into the top traders. But obviously, you can do whatever you want. Which this is something new. I wasn't expecting that. I appreciate it. Whoever Tommy KB is, investing $500 into this. I'm hoping you know that the risks will come with this. This for me is just for fun, and I'm trialing it out. Obviously, down the line, I want this to be my another source of income, but I wouldn't start investing yet until you see a couple of years of performance, guys. You can't just jump in with 1 month performance and suddenly think that you're going to be getting returns. But I appreciate it since you did invest. I hope you know the risk that comes with investing in something that is extremely high, volatile, in an individual trader. So there we go here in investor behavior. As you get more allocation from Darwinia, this will jump up to, let's say we got 60,000. That will be into 85,000 for this month. And you can see the P&L already of that. And then it will tell me how much it would give me in terms of a fee. So we can see here pending performance fees. It says $89. I need to see what's going to be the fee when it's going to be added at the end. I believe they do it per quarter or month. I'm not sure. And you can track a lot of things. You can download. You can see. You can start looking if we actually return 1% or 2%, what that is going to return in terms of performance fees with the current situation of investment in the next 3 months. If I return 5%, I'll be getting about $298, which doesn't sound like a lot, but as we are building that account, then it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So really, really exciting stuff. What else do we have here? We also have the Hall of Fame. The total performance invested in this is $5.2 million fees paid out to successful traders. Now, Darwinex has the Hall of Fame. Performance fees are calculated as 50% of all profits acquired on both investors' capital and Darwinia notional allocations on a high watermark basis. So there you go. There you have it. You're going to be making 15% combination of Darwinia, the allocations that you'll be getting from the silver, if you're in silver or gold. And then slowly you're going to be starting building these accounts. And you can see there's some accounts now from 793 performance fees that has been paid to this individual. So that's huge amount of money. And I'm really excited about this because it's not a prop firm. It's actually tracking your record, and all it's doing is putting you, they're putting some money towards the index. So they're not trying to make money from you. They just see the best traders, they invest it, and then they have securities by hedging and doing multiple things. But also you open good traders to a world of investors. Suddenly your allocation might be a lot higher. And then you can do what you do and make money to make it a living. Plus all the other prop firms that you have in your personal accounts. So there you have it. That's Darwinia and Darwinex. I'm super excited to be funded with Darwinia with 25,000, and hopefully we're going to get another one of those next month. I'm expecting big things in Darwinia. I'm super excited for the journey. And also it's made me really aware on how to manage my drawdown, because drawdown, it plays a massive role when it comes to allocation. If you're hitting 5-6% of drawdowns, forget it. You're not going to be in the top 4 traders. If you're then hitting 2, 3, 5% performances with a small drawdown, then you're going to be in the top 5 or top 10 traders, and that's huge. There you go. That's the summary of Darwinia. If you have any questions about this, drop them in the comment. I'm super excited to bring this, some cool stuff that's around. I know you know it now, Darwinex. I heard it first from Anna. Anna, thank you for bringing this to my attention, as I think it's a very good way to diversify from prop firms and your own accounts, but it also creates good habits by thinking the long-term game, slow improvements to your account, and slowly building and compounding those accounts to something meaningful. Tomorrow we're going to be live, guys, at pre-market, as always, 7 o'clock UK time. We're going to analyze every single asset around the world of Forex. DXY, we had some big movements as I've been looking at the pound dollar now. So exciting stuff. Make sure you like and subscribe and comment below why you actually like this channel and what you're getting from it. And if you really like this channel and you do want to join our Discord and Vanguard, which we do live Q&As every Wednesday today. That's why we're not doing a live today, because I'm going to go live with our private members. It's $19.99 as a discounted rate. And then you can join us every week. You can ask me questions. You can one-to-one on a Zoom call, and you get the recordings of all the historical Zoom calls. I think we've had about 25 Zoom calls now, about 2 hours. So plenty presentations on repositioning and all the stuff that I trade like. So you might need a lot of time to go and catch up on that. If you do want to join us, I'm going to drop the upgrade of the Discord in the chat. You just click that. And if you've got a Discord, that will send you directly to the Vanguards. Looking forward to seeing you there. Otherwise, see you tomorrow during the live at 7 o'clock. Have a good one.
I can't take no love.